If you're seeing this on your For You page, that means you are Chinese.
I guess the whole internet is Chinese now.
Apparently, we are all Chinese, and my diagnosis have proven that I am. Yeah.
I heard you're becoming Chinese. Baby, I've been Chinese. It's 5 years old, Chinese cousins, Chinese uncle. My uncle says to me, "You love fried rice so much, you must be Chinese." I said, "I am." I would go to school, an all-white school. I grew up in the Midwest. And with this red hair and these blue eyes, I would tell all of my teachers I am half Chinese, half Indian. They're like, "We think you might be Irish." No, couldn't be me. First baby doll, American Girl doll, bitty babies, if you know, you know. There's actually really interesting studies that show how little girls will choose a baby doll that looks like them. I had the Chinese baby doll, and it did look like me. Oh, and New Year's resolutions, they don't count until the Chinese New Year. Is it because I'm lazy or because I have ADHD? No, it's because I'm Chinese. And I've always been Chinese. Most recently, I flew to China, fully packed flight, economy, middle seat. And on that flight with red hair, but we were all Chinese.
This is called playful. I bring to you compilations of TikTok and Right Not videos for educational purposes. When you're here, why don't you smash that subscribe button? Happy New Year! Be back. It's good to be back, and I'm happy that you kept it here. I gained much more subscribers when I was away, but this is my content, guys. It's about inclusivity. It's about being comfortable. It's about dismantling lies. It's about good vibes, guys. If you hate the truth, then you might hate it here.
I don't know if you guys have been on the side of TikTok that I'm on, but I've officially been declared that I'm Chinese by my cousin Sherry.
Do you want to be Chinese? So there is a class going on. If you want to be Chinese, you just have to do these things. Check these clips and let me know.
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, okay? Tomorrow you are turning Chinese. And I know that sounds intimidating, but there is no point in fighting it now because you are the chosen one. I know what you're thinking, like you don't know how to act, you don't know what to do. How can you be black and Chinese? How can you be white and Chinese? Oh wait, Sherry, I thought I was Mexican. You're telling me I'm Chinese? Yes, two things can be true at the same time. But the truth is there's nothing scary about being Chinese, baby girl. As a Chinese baddie myself, I'm here to tell you that the minute that you turn Chinese, you're coming with us to Hot Pot. We are eating the xiaolongbao. February 17th, Chinese New Year. That's when the year of the horse really comes up. And we're gonna look good, we're gonna feel good, we're gonna manifest good things. Maybe we'll even make some traditional Chinese desserts, tang hulu. Like I tell you to drink your hot water, I tell you to wear the house slippers. That is a part of the culture. But fun is also part of the culture. So don't be afraid because I'm here with you. And us Chinese baddies gotta stick together. So again, tomorrow you're turning Chinese and it's gonna be so fun.
Hey, my Chinese besties. Let me share some wisdom of being Chinese. It's winter, so we want to be warm, but we still want to look good doing it. We wear nice clothes, but we never buy them full price. We're frugal, but we splurge on nice things too, if they're classic and they last a long time. And everything is about balance, so instead of taking an Uber, we're walking to the office. Let's go to work.
There are a lot of rules to follow in a Chinese household. We're strict. We run a tight ship. You've got the hot water down already. You've mastered your chopstick skills. And the third, you have to cut out soda when you're eating Chinese food. You're cutting out soda. You're not drinking that anymore. That bad stuff, we're leaving behind in 2025. You're only drinking hot water or tea to wash down your Chinese food. The soda inventory at Chinese restaurants, guess who they're reserved for? Drinking soda with your Chinese food. Who does that? Even eating spicy Chinese food, we're washing it down with hot tea or hot water. That's just the way of life. That's just the rules in the household. There's no scientific proof, but it's facts. It's facts. You walk into a Chinese restaurant right now, you see the Chinese family, all teacups. That other table over there, you got a glass of ice water, a can of Diet Coke, and a fork. Only time I've ever seen soda at a Chinese table is during wedding banquets. You have the 2-liter soda of the Coke and the Sprite. But the old people don't drink it, it's usually just the younger people.
If you want to be a Chinese, you have to know and drink this. This is called fen. So let me show you how we eat and drink it. This is the packaging. A little bit warm water. Mix. Boiling water, very hot water. look at this. Bon appetit. This is so good. It's a little bit sweet, by the way. You have to give it a
You
try.
guys have been asking me, oh, can I add lemon? Can I add tea? Like, what's the situation? Can I only drink hot water? Absolutely. When traditional Chinese medicinists are telling you to drink hot water, they're more concerned about the temperature than anything else. It's more about hot drinks instead of cold drinks. So for me, during this very cold season, I drink hot water. However, if I were to add a little bit of something, I'm going to get my goji berries. Hi, my loves. This is not sponsored. These are actual goji berries that I bought and I've been using. I got this at H Mart. Organic dried goji berry. I normally drink hot water, but again, if I'm feeling a little I take maybe about like 4. Ooh. Can you count? I can't. Here. I feel like the Twilight cover, guys. Do you see the apple? Iconic. But yeah, I put them in. And I still have some hot water left in here, so I'm just gonna pour it in. Cheers, guys! Chinese baddies, drink hot water.
Hey, my Chinese besties. If you're here, you're Chinese. And as your designated Chinese bestie, I need to let you know that in 2026, the hottest trend for accessories are jade. I'm going to fill you in on some of the ground rules when choosing jade jewelry. There are some traditions and customs when it comes to choosing jade jewelry. For pendants, usually man wears guanyin. Girls will wear Buddha. I'll show a picture here. Ping ankle can be worn by men and women. It's for safety, it's for protection, it's for balance and wholeness. In terms of quality, you want to find jade that's very translucent but with green going through it. The translucency of the jade impacts the value a lot. But if you see pendants that are clear like glass, it's usually actually glass, it's not jade, you're being scammed. Natural jade will always have some of the white stuff inside the stone. Because real jade that's clear like glass is going to cost you hundreds of thousands. A rich green color is generally considered really valuable. And again, if it's completely green, like the whole thing is green, you cannot afford it, so don't even try. So if you see an auntie wearing a super green pendant or ring or necklace, you know she's flexing.
I don't know if you want me to be your Chinese mother. I'm going to give you a warning on what our mother-child relationship will look like, and if you guys are still in and down for me to be your mom, I will gladly adopt. I'm here to tell you that I'm raising divas. I'm raising divas. I'm gonna gas you up. I'm gonna make sure your skin is nice. I'm gonna make sure your skin is clear. I'm gonna make sure that your hair is glowy and healthy. I'm gonna make sure you're confident. I'm gonna make sure you're confident and healthy. Like, baby doll, like, we're Chinese. Don't forget your roots. And I will always remind you, makeup will be done. Eyeliner will be done. Although right now, like, this falsie is just not lifting the way this one is. I'm very annoyed. It's the weekend, so it's okay. But I will encourage, like, princess behavior. We are confident Chinese baddies. You know, it's your choice if you want me to be your mother. Also, I just want to say that genuinely, I am the youngest sibling, so do with that information with what you will. Or whatever that saying is. I don't know, I can't speak English right now. You know what I also love saying? I always tell my family, I'm like, you know, if I were to become a mother for realsies, I'm going to make sure that my children are so tea. Get it? Because, you know, we're Chinese and we drink tea. But yeah, anyways, that's just me as a mother. There's your intro. There's your little warning.
Okay, here's for all my ladies, okay? As your Chinese big sister, here's what you're going to do during your period. Especially if you have back cramps, this is gonna help you feel so much better. First, you're gonna go to your local Chinese market and get some jujube, aka Chinese red dates. In China, jujube is called the fruit for women because it's so good for our skin, for our sleep and reproductive health, and it also helps us to manage our stress because men be testing us all the time, and they look like this. Okay, it's a dry fruit. Then you're gonna get some goji berries. They are packed with antioxidants. They're small but mighty. Rinse it up, put them in a pot and add water. You can also add some ginger in it if you have really poor circulation, meaning your hands and feet are cold all the time. Ginger is really good for circulation and also nausea. And after it's boiled, it looks like this. And when it gets cooled down a little bit, you can drink it. Remember, don't drink them cold, okay? Nothing cold during your period. Some people also like to add a little bit Chinese brown sugar, but I personally don't really like the taste. And by the way, you should definitely eat the jujube because like I said, it's really good for women's health. I like to describe it as vitamin C and magnesium in one, and it tastes really good. Try it and let me know how you like it. Remember, it's very important to keep ourselves warm and cozy during this time. So definitely no cold drinks or food, okay?
I thought I recognized you. You're my new Chinese bestie. And what do we have here? It's a pear. I'm going to cook the 冰糖雪梨. First of all, let me show you all the ingredients I have prepared for this. First, a pear. You want to find a pear like this. So these rock sugars are kind of yellow and they have some sort of a medicinal smell. We're gonna add some goji berries. What I usually do is that I put them in water so they can rehydrate. And then I got some silver wood ear. You can also use this type of wood ear. It's more of a raw wood ear that's just been dried. If you can only find these type of wood ear, you have to soak it overnight. I'm going to leave the pit out. And now we wait for 20 minutes. Let's try it. Okay, bestie, now that I showed you how to cook it, you have no excuse. Go be beautiful and healthy.
Do you really want to be Chinese? Is it not healthy to be Chinese? What do you think about this? Whew. Personally, like being Chinese, incorporating Chinese culture into my daily habits has changed a lot about me, especially health-wise. And it's something that I've noticed whenever I scroll either an exercise for well-being or wellness, you know, I will find myself believing so much what comes from Asia. I don't know if it's because of their living expectancy that goes to 100 years sometimes in Japan and these are Korea and China, I guess. Yeah. So I just trust their health habits, and I've noticed that being Chinese is for our own good. Do you want to be Chinese? What have you captured? What have you learned? Because yeah, being Chinese is a whole class.
It has occurred to me that a lot of you guys has not come to terms with your newfound Chinese identity. And let me just ask you this. Aren't you scrolling on this Chinese app, probably on a Chinese-made phone, wearing clothes that are made in China, collecting dolls that are from China, wearing bags that are made in China, wearing perfumes that are made in China? Most importantly, living in a very Chinese time of your life. So yes, you're Chinese, so you better go get that kettle and start drinking hot water. Get your rice cooker ready, get your hot pot machine ready, and we will have some baijiu next time we have lunch and dinner.
You're newly Chinese and you're asking the right questions. What time should you eat boiled apples? What time should you drink hot water? Taking this new Chinese baddie lifestyle so seriously means the world to me. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I feel like a common misconception is that it's very regulated and very structured. What I eat, how many times I drink hot water, whenever I want. The answer is that it genuinely doesn't matter. Like whether or not you have boiled apples, boiled pears in the morning versus the nighttime doesn't really make a difference. The point that I was trying to make with boiled apples and boiled pears is that it's nutritious, it's nourishing for your soul, especially during a very cold season. I mean, whatever you consume ends up getting absorbed in your body. I will say the only time I feel like the timing matters is with the cold drinks. I know that you're enjoying your cold drink every now and then, and you can have your cold drink as long as it's not on an empty stomach. At least that's what I would do. Because don't get me wrong, in the summer, I do have my hot water because genuinely I feel like my body doesn't really like heat as much. But yeah, in the summer, guys, like I have cold foods, I'll have a cold glass of water, but not on an empty stomach. And in the morning, I will have hot water so that way if I were to eat something cold, it's not hitting my system like first thing. This is just what I do.
And we are still learning. The trend is going on, but we believe that this will be more than a trend. This is Comfort for Life, and I bring to you compilations of TikTok and Red Not videos. You're new here, why don't you subscribe? Share your thoughts in the comment section. Do not hesitate to leave your thoughts, guys. I love interacting. I've provided an email down below in the description box so that you can reach out to me. This year, I want to connect with you. I want to connect more, guys. Let's network here. Thank you for being here. I'm glad to be back. And thank you for your love and support.